Why not?
Jesus. What's up, everyone? Back for another live duo beer review where Chris interrupts my intro that doesn't exist.
Every time.
Every time. Speaking of which, I am joined once again by a great friend of mine, fellow BeerTuber, Chris from off the 10th. No longer on the 10th. He's way off the 10th. Chris, what's going on, buddy?
Nothing's going on, my man. Just hanging out, ready to do this beer that we've been sitting on for way too long.
Yeah, I actually have the exact number, so we're going to get right into that. So the beer we're reviewing today comes from Mikkeller Brewing San Diego, which of course is out of San Diego, California, and it's their Puddin Pop. Settle down, Chris, not yet. So this is part of their stout series. That's just, here's our stout series. It's Imperial Stout brewed with chocolate, vanilla, lactose, and sea salt. Comes in at 10% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. At the time of review, as Chris mentioned, this can is extremely old. They actually released this in late spring of 2018, and this can is just over 8 months old. So it should hold up. Look, there's a lot of adjuncts in here. You got chocolate, you got vanilla, you got sea salt, you got lactose. But it's also 10%. It's Imperial Stout. This isn't a hop forward beer. I see the head shaking. Settle down. So yeah, Chris and I were supposed to do this fall. Like early fall.
Something like that.
But we ended up doing their resting brew face, which was an IPA, double IPA we wanted to get to first because it was fresh. And then it was all Chris's fault we didn't do it till now, right? Right, Chris? All your fault that we didn't do it until now, right? It's my fault. It's actually
you know what? Life gets in the way.
It does. It's really my fault, though. I kept on saying, let's do it, and I couldn't make time. Well, we made time today. So where did you buy it? You bought it at Brewed Bottled, right?
I did. I brought it at Brewed Bottled. One of my earlier actually, probably in my first unboxing from Brewed Bottled, I had it, and that's when I had Resting Brew Face the same time we did that one as well. So that's when I had both those cans in that actual haul.
So when you bought this, it was already like 3 months old, say, because it was like late summer, early fall.
I can't even find the date on this thing anymore.
On the bottom, it says 18137. The first two numbers are the year, so 18 and 137th day of 2018, which is May 17th. So
I think whoever was stamping this can may have been a little bit drunk on Puddin Pops, because it's all like literally it is written all over the side of this can here.
Yeah, you gotta love when they do stuff like that where you can't even read it. It's like, what's the point putting on if you can't do it properly?
It's crazy.
I want to apologize in advance for whatever happens here on Chris's side of things. As you can see, he already has the gifts going. He has all kinds of. He's gonna be poor. It's just gonna be great.
I do have a gift going.
Yeah, you do. What happened? I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's crack this open and get into it.
So, how much did you pay for yours?
I was going to ask you that.
My price tag is still on it.
What is it?
$8.99.
I paid the exact same thing because I bought it at Brewed Bottled back when it was released.
$8.99. Fucking expensive.
Pouring out like motor oil.
I don't know.
Yeah, $9 for a 16-ounce can is yeah. I know it's 10% and has all those adjuncts, but that is crazy. So this pours out a very beautiful, deep, dark color, basically a dark brown head, very creamy looking. When I cracked it, I smelled it. I could even smell like the sea salt. It's crazy. How does yours look, Christopher? Same exact thing?
Exactly the same as yours. It is funny that it's actually the same as yours. No, it's not really that funny. It's the same beer, right? And it's probably the same batch we paid.
Yeah, I think they only made one batch. So anyway, let's get a nose on
it. It is smelling all chocolatey goodness. Mine's been out of the fridge since 7:30, same as yours.
Yep. Well, mine was like 5 minutes or 10 minutes later. So, I mean, it's probably about 20 degrees. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe 20 degrees Celsius.
Go ahead.
No, you go first.
Okay. Well, this one has a little bit of an alcohol burn on it, on the nose for me on this one, which is 10%. But you know what? That's because I just cracked it open. I've learned my lesson when it comes to beers like that. You got to let it sit for a little bit and let the alcohol release.
Yeah, it definitely needs to open up in the glass. I would agree with that. There's definitely an alcohol stringency on the nose, but I'm getting like deep, dark, fudgy chocolate notes, like almost brownie batter type of stuff. Almost like the did you ever have a brownie brittle?
Yes.
That's kind of what I'm smelling, is like the burnt edges of a brownie. Like that's kind of brownie batter. That's kind of what I'm getting. That's kind of what brownie brittle.
You know what else this actually smells like? You ever had a Jello Puddin Pop?
Never had one in my life. Never. Don't even know what it is.
Well, let me talk to you about the Jello Pudding Pops. They're googly good.
Oh man.
Wow. Well, who was that?
I don't know. Was that
I don't know what the hell happened there.
celebrity
Bill Cosby
that-
must have showed up.
Impossible, literally. We're gonna read comments real quick. The head coach says, "Hey buddies," and he grew up in San Diego. That's awesome, head coach. Yeah, Mikkeller, I think opened up the brewery like a year and a half ago, so they're doing it. Eric Gilbert says, "Live again." Geez, he was on some whiskey tubers when they were live too, but one of the dudes hates his guts, so he came here. LOL. Well, thanks for thinking about me, Eric. When in doubt, like the fifth option. Buffalo Beer Reviews. Brian says, "Yo, what's up, Brian? How's it going, sir?" Craig from Kemp Beer Reviews, good friend of ours, says, "Yo, brothers, what's up, Craig?"
What's up, King? Your Highness.
And then head coach makes a funny joke that I can't read. Come on, PG-13 to an extent, head coach. But I know Chris will say something like that at some point, so I get it. That's all we got for comments so far. But anyway, yeah, so this smells like all the fudgy brownie batter. Not really picking up on vanilla.
No.
Even though there's vanilla and lactose in it,
I'm not picking up on any of the saltiness.
See, I'm getting a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of the salinity, baby. A little bit of salinity. It just smells like a big fucking boozy, fudgy chocolate beer. That's what it smells like.
It smells like, chocolate cake.
Yeah, really. Any kind of pastry, cake, candy you want to describe that has big fudgy tones to it, very apt for this. Anyway, let's get into it, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers, pal.
Oh.
Fucking that is sticky. Holy shit.
Yeah, wow.
Oh my god, why didn't I buy like 8 of these? Oh, I know why. Because it's fucking $9 a can.
Which is like $12 Canadian, which is fucking ridiculous for a 16-ounce can. For a 500 ml can, right? Or no, 473.
You know, if we would have did this way back, there probably would have been some more of this for us to go back to get.
Yeah, this is fucking absolutely delicious. So the first thing I will say is if anybody out there sees this on your shelves, I don't think they've done another batch of it. I don't know if they will. But if you do see this, be forewarned, it's like 8 months old, over 8 months old, but it doesn't matter because it's fucking fantastic.
Oh my God. Like this is, you know how, remember that boozy smell?
Yeah, no. This is like straight up like alcoholic, and not from me being able to taste the alcohol, just from the fact that it is 10%. It's like alcoholic fudge that has been liquefied. Really, it's crazy. I'm gonna end up pounding through this because this is so fucking good. Like I'm not just hyping this up because it's Bill Cosby and we shouldn't be hyping it up because it's Bill Cosby. It'd be the opposite if we were doing exactly. No, this is shit. Yeah,
fuck this is Bill Cosby. No, I'm just kidding. This is I'm actually really blown away by this beer. I've had a lot of Mikkeller stuff, and this is fucking incredible.
Yeah. So first off, the body on this, it's approaching full body. I'm not going to call it a bit thin because it's not. It's fucking. It's almost like chewy in a sense.
I think this is one of the very first. I mean, I haven't. My career life in the craft beer world hasn't been that long, but this is one of the most full-bodied beer I've ever had in my entire life. This is one of the bigger body beers I've had probably in like the last 8 months. So many times Eric Gilbert, who's watching, gives me shit about calling every stout thin, like my name's Paul. But a lot of them are. This one is not. This is close to full body, if not full body. And the mouthfeel, because of that lactose, it's creamy. It's decadent. It just has like not even pastry stout vibes. It just has like just straight up dessert vibes to the body and mouthfeel. Like you're almost eating a liquefied dessert of some sort. I'm confused on what an actual if this is close to full body in your opinion, Joe. Yeah, I'm afraid to know what actual full body beer is. Like, is it like it's like you're gonna pour it out and it clumps out? Is that almost like like I said, this is about 98% of what a straight full body would be for me. Something that's like 15% and just like motor oil. This is approaching that. It's very close for me. You'll get there at some point, Chris, or maybe our palates are different. So anyway, the taste on this, it's chocolate, it's fudge, it's brownie batter, it's some kind of chocolate dessert in the glass. I am not personally picking up on a lot of vanilla. I'm getting some salinity from the sea salt, but not a whole lot. You're not really getting any? I'm not getting any. The only thing I'm getting out of this is chocolate, fudge, deliciousness, and I'm so glad and I'm really happy that I pulled this out of the fridge over an hour ago. Yeah, no, it's opened up. I don't even want to know what this would taste like if it was really cold. because it's sitting nicely in that glass.
It would probably that chocolate note would probably be like subdued by about at least 50%, which is honestly the predominant. I wouldn't say this is like a one note wonder because I think there's a complexity to all the chocolate character in this one, but it's pretty much chocolate and full on chocolate. That's what you're getting. I will say this though, for me personally, if people out there aren't huge fans of sweeter imperial stouts, this is full on sweet. This is a dessert beer. This is for some people probably going to be cloying. I think there's enough there for me to be able to drink the can and not have any issue with it. But it definitely is on the sweeter side, which is the name of the fucking beer is Puddin Pop, and it has all those adjuncts. Yeah, it's sweet.
I love the sweet stuff. I really do.
Yeah, I know you do.
I do. I love the way that actually, it's funny because every time I go back to it, I'm getting something different from this beer. Now I'm starting to pick up a little bit of the salinity in this thing, a little bit of the salt now because I'm actually looking for it now. Yeah,
with the salinity, it's I don't know if you've had any, Chris, or anybody watching, but if you've ever had like, I'm going to say Hershey's special dark chocolate, not quality-wise, sweetness-wise. If you've ever had like a 50, 60% cacao bar, they're more to the bittering side of things, not really sweet, where Hershey's special dark is a full-on sweet dark chocolate. This is like a Hershey's sweet dark chocolate with a little bit of sea salt in there, like just from eating it. That's like liquefied.
This one, for some reason, this makes me really want to dance.
Oh, Jesus.
This makes me want to dance around with Claire, Rudy, Theo, Vanessa.
You know how I know when it's time to read comments? When Chris starts referencing Bill Cosby. All right, so we have Rajay from Rajay Beer Ventures. Check out his channel if you haven't. He says, yo, in the house. What's up, Rod? Todd is up. He goes, what's up, gents? Using that term loosely. Motherfucker, Todd. We are gentlemen to an extent. Eric Gilbert says, you missed the Cosby joke, son. No, I totally didn't miss any of the Cosby jokes. Chris is on top of it like he always is. Rainy Air Prey says, Joe, do you like mixed drinks? Well, Rainy Air Prey, this is a very interesting question randomly in the middle of a live review that has nothing to do with special drinks, but I like some. Like I'm more of like a Jack and Coke, whiskey and Coke guy. Like when you talk to actually like cocktails and stuff, I used to be, but now that I drink beer, not really. Eric Gilbert says, better be thick and boiling. Well, I mean, the thick part, sure. Boiling, that's Paul. Is that not Paul, Chris? Pretty sure that's
Paul. I wouldn't, you know what? I wonder what this would be like if it was boiling, besides burning my mouth off.
Probably be like a delicious hot chocolate.
Okay,
so you can read the one that had, you want to read the head coach there, or don't you have the comments up?
Well, I see it. Just say it. You gentlemen have cursed. Put the pills in the people, make them pass out with their mouth open.
All right, we're fuck's sake. Greg says, great to see you guys enjoying a 10% ABV, or great to see you enjoying a 10% ABV beer, Chris, which Chris has risen. He was at baby palate. He went to preteen palate. Now he's at full on teen palate. Like he is at some point in the near future, he's going to have an adult palate. It's very close though. It's awesome to see. So this is what I talked about, and just totally going off topic because fuck it, who cares? That's the thing about Chris when he started his on the 10th, off the 10th, his channel, period. It was cool to see Chris go from not really liking a lot of styles in craft beer, especially IPAs, to like loving New England style IPAs, being able to drink a barrel-aged Imperial Stout with coffee like you did, or just barrel-aged Imperial Stout. You did not drink you drank the Kentucky Bastard, not the other one. But yeah, to see you enjoy that and enjoy something like this, which about a year ago, you probably wouldn't have been able to handle it. So awesome to see.
Exactly. A year ago, I probably would have thought, okay, and this is what would have happened if I would have drank this normally ice cold, like I normally drink all my beers, then that the alcohol, the burn would have come through on this one, and I would have been like, and then later on, I would have fucking let it warm up and be like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, you enjoy, anybody out there, you enjoy beer how you want to enjoy. You want to drink all your beers at 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Like, you do whatever you do, but there are reasons why a lot of brewers and a lot of specs, specifically when it comes to temperature for certain styles, are like, you're supposed to drink Imperial Stouts in the 50 to 55 range. That's what you're supposed to do. At least you could be like Paul and drink them at room temperature. It's not, I wouldn't say it's ill-advised, but it's not not necessary. But you got to have these beers warm up. It's like anything else. Imagine ice cream. drinking ice cream that's not frozen. Wouldn't that be a mess? Like there's rules for different things, and for ice cream, it's got to be frozen, right? So when you come to beers, there's certain styles that should be drank at a certain temperature. That's just how it is.
And keeping that in mind, next time I go over to Brewed Bottled, I'm picking up actually I have a couple of stouts in my fridge right now. When I think I got a Shipwreck down there. I can't remember who it's from, and I do have that barking dog birthday party. Yeah,
from that one too. Thin Man and Pressure Drop, which I reviewed on my channel. I'll be curious to see what you think.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that one warm up too. I'm probably gonna leave that out of the fridge for a bit.
For sure. All right, finish up
my stout warm. Go ahead.
Yeah, all the stuff. Every stout warm. We have Rod J says salinity. Joe and his words, LOL. Well, I mean, I could just say it has a saltiness, but salinity, I don't. Fuck you, Rod. I love you, Rod. But yeah, I say salinity a lot when I get the saltiness. So Eric Gilbert says he's drinking a cream ale and fish and chips, Rod. Well, that sounds delicious. Honestly, right now, that'd be pretty. Mm-hmm. What kind of cream ale, though, Eric Gilbert? Is it the best cream ale ever, Jenny Cream Ale? Right? You love Rochester. I know it. Rod J says, nice pairing, Eric. A good and light style for the fish and chips, of course. We have Rainier Pretty says Chris liked Dutch's Du Bourgogne, which was the Flanders that we did on Bureau.
Yep. Oh, we get all frozen there. Are we good?
I think so. Are we good?
Yeah, that was a little bit weird. You got a little hang up there.
I don't know. I did not get it on my side, so I have no idea.
It's probably just me.
Anyway, says yeah, so you got a palate of a young adult. Congratulations, Chris.
Yay. I'm growing up. I'm a big boy now.
Well, you start singing the Toys R Us theme, don't yeah, I mean you can. They're no longer in business.
Sure. Oh, wrong gift.
All right, so what's your final thoughts on this one? And if you want to rate it out of 5, feel free. I know you don't rate on your channel. I do out of 5 on mine, just like on tab. So
well, I'll do what I do on my channel, and then I'll give it a number because we're on your channel. In my own opinion, this is fantastic. Everyone needs to try this one, because if you don't try this one and you're watching, and if you can, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is that you need to get out there and try this beer. This is fucking fantastic. This is fucking full-bodied deliciousness in a glass or in a can, then poured in the glass. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
So get out there and try it. And let's do a number out of 5. I'm going to give this a 4.75 out of 5. This is a 9.5 for me out of 10. For sure. Only because this is, I kind of want to give it a 5, but I don't, because I don't know what perfect is when it comes to.
Oh, you're one of those guys. I don't know what perfect is.
Not necessarily. I mean, all right, fine. It's going to get a 5.
Listen, you're like Nick.
I'm only changing it to 5 now because this is the best full-bodied beer I've probably ever had. So I'll give it a 5 out of 5.
Fair enough. Like I said, I'm just giving you shit, by the way. You rate whatever the fuck you want, Chris, because that's and ratings obviously don't mean anything to anybody but the person rating it. So yeah, I would honestly, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I'd give it a 4.75 out of 5. This is
bitch.
I don't put a lot of expectations into any, listen, everybody will have some bias coming in their review, depending on the style, the brewery, whatever. I thought this would be good. But at 8 months, I thought a lot of these adjuncts would fall off, and it would be, I don't want to say a mess, but I just thought, it'd still probably be pretty good. This is fucking super delicious. So, like I said earlier.
Go ahead, Joe. I was going to say something there when you're talking about all the adjuncts. How much fucking chocolate did they actually use in this?
Actually, let me go to the
description, right?
Yeah, the description. It says they used 150 pounds of cocoa and 400 pounds of lactose. So
this ain't fading anytime soon.
No, and
for a year.
The caveat being on this one is, if you see this out and about on the shelf somewhere, yes, it's going to be expensive. We paid $8.99 in New York. It might be cheaper elsewhere. It might be more expensive elsewhere. But for a 10% beer in a 16-ounce can, and if you like sweeter dessert beers, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. Don't be scared of the the time on this one being over 8 months old. It's still held up extremely well. And it's fucking absolutely delicious. So, I mean, 4.75 for me, 5 for Chris. Awesome beer. I mean, there's not much more to say about it other than, does it taste like a fucking Puddin Pop? I haven't had a Puddin Pop in 20 years. So maybe even 25 years, probably the late 90s.
I would assume this probably does taste like a Puddin Pop. I would Because you know what? How would a pudding pop taste other than thick, chocolatey goodness? Okay, well, minus the booze, of course, but I mean, it's going to be this liquefied.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I wish they still had Puddin Pops, so we could have done like an actual pairing. That would have been cool. Have a Puddin Pop do with this.
That would have been awesome. I would have loved to have fucking done that.
How long ago did they stop producing? That would be my question. Also, apparently, I was the one that did freeze. So Chris, that was probably on my side for the 5 seconds that I froze or whatever. I guess when we watched the feedback or the when I watch the show back, no one else is watching the show back. When I do, I'll probably see myself freeze. But yeah, how long has Puddin Pops been out of circulation? It's been
I don't know. How long has Bill Cosby been in prison?
It's been a short while. So I think Puddin Pops.
I think he dropped. I think they dropped him a while ago. Well, they probably just stopped making Pudding Pops.
Yeah, I don't think they've been in production for a long time.
I know you're looking it up right now.
No, I'm not. I should, but I can't be bothered.
All right, Google.
Yeah, you could ask Google while I read the rest of these comments. Yep, I froze. Both head coach Rod and Todd said that I did, and they said, "Damn it, Google." Eric Gilbert says, "Nah, best cream ale is Cameron's." You better settle down, Cameron's with the best cream ale. Get over yourself, Eric. Nah, that's a pretty good one actually. Ray Night Parade says, "Cheers to the mighty Chris. He will pick this beer up if he sees it. Mikkeller beers disappear fast, and as you know, expensive." Yeah, we do. Very expensive. Eric Gilbert says, "Is Cosby playing with a Puddin Pop in jail right now?" Probably a high probability. I'm not positive, but probably. Todd says,
"I'm pretty sure that Pudding Pops are the new currency in prison right now."
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, they just make them for prison. That's it. That's their production for prison. Todd says, "Diabetes." Todd, this is honestly probably not as sweet as like Flapjack Nuggets from 450 North. It's probably in that realm, but not sweeter than that. So, yeah, but no, definitely diabetes. If you drink this, yes.
And that's what I was going to say too. I mean, you're not one you're pretty much one and done when it comes to dessert beers like this that are super sweet. For me, I could have a 4-pack of these and be okay. I'd be fucking hammered, but I mean, I would still the sweetness wouldn't stop me from drinking this. Like I enjoy the sweetness in these styles, maybe because they're newer to me or whatever. But I mean, I could do at least 2-3 more of these easy. Oh, hi. Am I by myself right now? Did that just happen? No. Hi everyone. I'm taking over Joe's channel. My name is Chris. I'm off the 10th. And yeah. So what's everyone doing? All right, good. Now, for my next show and my next thing, what I'm going to do now is going to do my Jello Pudding Pop impersonations. Joe's channel is going to be taken off the air. Oh, that's way too funny. But anyway, guys, let's talk more about this Jello Pudding Pop, shall we? Yeah. Hijacking Joe's channel. I don't know where he went. This is fucking hilarious. All right. Cosby joke. Okay, here we go. Bill Cosby walks into a bar. Says to the bartender, "I need 5 shots of tequila." The bartender says, "Sure." Pours 5 shots of tequila, and Bill pounds each one of these shots down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When the bartender goes, "Whoa, what's going on, Bill? What's going on?" And Bill says, "Got my first, celebrating my first blowjob." And the bartender says, "Well, congratulations. Let me pour you another shot." And Bill says, Whoa. If 5 shots of tequila doesn't get the taste out of my mouth, nothing will." Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm here all day. And we lost Joe. So anyway, let me know in the comments if you found that joke funny while I sip this beer and read them. Thank you. Thank you, head coach. I'm here all night, apparently. I don't know where Joe went, but I'm here all night. I wonder if Joe thinks he's still online. That was a reach around. Yay! It sure was. I'm just going to message Joe here and find out what's going on with him. Joe just messaged me. He says, "I just lost my connection to Google. What the fuck?" I'll say, Don't worry, Joe. I'm not ruining your channel whatsoever right now. You know what? We're live. You know what? I'm going to put up all the nude porn. Here we go. Let's bring up all the porn right now. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that to you, buddy. I'll behave myself. Joseph's probably talking to him. He is talking to himself. It's too funny. Oh, fuck. Joe's giving me shit already. I'm not doing anything, Joe. Are you getting back on here, or am I going to fucking just sit here and, you know, talk about life? Hey, guys. Joe's pretty skinny now. We're going to start a GoFundMe and buying him new shirts so he doesn't look so tiny in his big extra large or double XL shirts that he was in before. So get out there. Fund him. Buy Joe a shirt. And not a uniform, Greg. Settle down. Okay. That's what we're going to do. Let's buy Joe some shirts. What's my favorite color? The green. Green's my favorite color, Coach. So what else should I do on this on Joe's channel right now? Come on. Let's go. I need some suggestions. Buy Joe some food. Yeah, green means I'm smart. Thanks. Appreciate that. Let's buy Joe some food. Let's buy Joe some chicken wings. Let's go buy him some Swiss chalet. Joe's coming to visit. He's coming over the border. We're being invaded by Western New York Joe. He's coming over this weekend. Should be all right. All right, YouTuber impersonations. Rod's making me do YouTuber impersonation. Hold on a second. Let's get Bill Cosby off the screen. Oh, should I do impersonation of Tasting Niche? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going there. Just kidding. Joe's like, you're ruining my show. Oh, I'm just gonna milk this now while I can.